Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Indie Film Cafe. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and we got a fun show for you guys tonight. I've got my co-host.
Paul A. Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow. Moo, and yes, he's obsessed with freckles.
Okay. And we've got my special guest who's here from our horror film lovers Mainstream Mondays. Please welcome Mr.
John Ward, otherwise known as the Holy Cow. And I got
Holy.
to tell you, man, I am really happy today to be here to talk about El Chupacabra. This is such an awesome movie. I watched it 3 times and I thought it was great. It's an urban movie, takes place with urban people with an urban chupacabra. So I am ready to play with this, and a friend of mine is in this movie too. So there you go. I'm ready. Tanya York, let's talk about it. Let's do this thing.
Well, I have that movie, but that's not the one we're talking about.
It says terror, Chupacabra Terror. It says it right there.
It probably does because Tanya York
It,
was very much
it's
known for
funny you
ripping
mention
people
that
off.
because after watching the movie we're actually going to talk about, I went out and bought it.
Oh,
Yes, we're talking about
you
another
mean
movie
this
called,
one?
yes, that one,
That's the one
Chupacabra
I bought.
Terror. Yeah, which on Tubi is not called Chupacabra Terror, it's called Chupacabra Dark Seas, I guess.
Methinks John
Yeah.
Ward likes Chupacabra movies.
Well, my friend, I was collecting Tanya York films, and my friend is in this, who is also in Creepazoids and stuff. I'm sorry, in this one. So that's the reason why I own it. But it is Chupacabra, and I do like Chupacabra.
But this is a sci-fi movie, right? And I think this had a much larger budget.
Yeah, this was more of a made for sci-fi type film.
This is just a guy in a costume running around, like the urban areas of LA,
It's
killing
funny
like
though.
Barrio guys.
Oh,
Man,
it's
that was bloody for a sci-fi film.
Well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But Chupacabra, is that Chupacabra in the Hood,
Yeah,
basically?
yeah.
That's what they should have called
And
it.
and it stars Trench.
Oh yeah, he's a rapper.
Yeah. Who
Oh, okay.
cares? I
Yeah.
did not care. Who cares?
All right.
This one stars
Well, we'll get into all of that. Yeah, we'll get into all of that.
Chupacabra takes a poopacabra.
Okay, let's get into that after we hear some
Mood
mood music.
music. Chupacabra music.
And we're back. Uh, yeah, I was just like, I don't want us to start spoiling everything before we get into it. Yes,
very
Spoilers.
excited.
this was a
Just
different movie. I'm very excited because okay, so Paul sent me his letterbox score, and so I already know his feelings on this whole thing, you know.
I poked
But
many holes in it.
I know, and as you do, and that's fine. It wasn't meant to have. It was meant to have its holes poked into it. It doesn't care. It is exactly what it's meant to be. Chupacabra on I call it Chupacabra cruise because that's pretty much what it is. It's a
They
cruise
should
ship,
do that. They should have Chupacabra cruises where like somebody runs around in its Chupacabra suit. I'd go on that.
but they wouldn't kill people, right?
No, you could just hang out and rap
well,
with
you,
them
you
or
you
something.
fake it, like they find somebody and they just with their rubber
Yeah,
hands,
it's like dinner theater except on a cruise with Chupacabra.
You can't see it because we're a podcast, but we're both going like like with our hands.
Oh, this has no picture. This
I
doesn't have
mean,
video.
we might release some of it on
Oh no, my
video.
my joke doesn't work then.
You know how many people
It will
love
work.
to see
It'll
our
work. I'll put it
faces.
on. I'll put it on YouTube at some
They
point.
love to see our faces, our beautiful faces.
Especially with the woman there that you're displaying. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, but we'll
yeah.
get into so I picked this because I was obviously I'm a big Shalon Simmons fan, so whenever I find things online on IMDb and I find movies or whatever, I think actually I bought this in LA when we were in LA at that in Van Nuys. I believe it was in our one of our Dollar Tree halls or whatever that we did down there because there was a not Dollar Tree, but there was some kind of cheap Big Lots or something. I think there was a Big Lots and
Oh,
and
okay.
Remember, we went and we picked up a
I
bunch
do.
of movies and stuff, even though I probably should have been picking up movies, considering I should have been saving for
But
rent.
your
But
Chelani Simmons radar picked it up, and
Shalon
she wasn't
Simmons,
on
yeah.
my radar yet.
Was she not? No, she had to have been on your radar because we met her. Well, I met her years before.
But she was pretty darn low, and thanks to you, she's been rising and rising and rising. And then
Yeah.
this movie, holy shit!
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite performances of her, except for like Tucker and Dale versus Evil or the
Right, and
LA
that's where I knew her
Complex. And
from.
the LA
Yeah, she
Complex was where I knew her from.
she's cute. She is cute. I
Yeah.
Oh,
So in the LA Complex, she plays a stripper, right? And
good
everything.
lord!
And so she's in like a bra most of her, time when she's doing that stuff. But it's like she's plays a stripper who wants to be like a dancer for like background dancer for like rap videos and stuff. And then her character goes on and makes a sex tape and gets, and all this. This is all CW, by the way, right? Makes a sex tape with the guy, and then the guy reneges on it, so none of it gets out or whatever. So she goes into the porn industry, and then she ends up having sex with the guy who gets her a gig, and she feels terrible for it. Like, like what did she give her life for? And then, so I asked her when I met her at Scares That Care, I said, why did your character in the second season just not like, they kind of wrote you out in the second season. I loved you in the first season. She goes, they told me that my character was unlikable. And I was
Never,
like, that's the
never.
writer's fault for making
Right?
that was the right that had nothing to do with you. You were very likable. And she was like, thank you. And I agree. But unfortunately, that's what happened. So
How
I'm
could you
sad
not
about
like
that.
her?
No, I don't know. They didn't like the trajectory that they ended up putting. Audience wasn't happy with that because, CW audience and stuff. And
So they say.
if it had been on HBO and she had done that stuff and probably showed more skin, she definitely would be in
Oh
season
yeah,
two,
she'd have been on Game of Thrones.
yeah, or something. But she was wonderful. She did a great job.
And you know
Uh,
me, I'm not even that particularly attracted to blonde actresses, but in this case, good lord.
yeah, you know me. That's what I'm. That's blondes are
She
my
has a
forte.
perfectly symmetrical face and just an amazing set of freckles. And in this movie, at least, I thought she did a pretty darn good job. I think
I thought
she,
she did a great job. Um,
yeah, she
we'll
was really good for this character.
we'll get into a lot more stuff. So I want to talk a little bit background real quick. John Shipherd was the director. Shepherd. It's not like Shepherd. It's like with an Hird. He is the director of Teenage Bonnie and Klepto Clyde, which I saw years ago on like HBO or one of those channels or something, and I was like, what in the hell is this? It was a pretty good movie for me. I like that kind of stuff. He also did a movie called Firestorm, Blood Money. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Um, which after that he did the Santa Trap, so it seems like Christmas movies at that time. Then Chupacabra Terror. Last movie he directed was the Jersey Shore Shark Attack, which I remember
Why?
Oh
liking.
my.
I liked it because it was so silly.
Why
It
didn't
was
they do a Santa Claus Chupacabra mashup? He'd be the perfect director for that.
it would have been. The writers of it, Steve Jankowski. I've seen his name on things. I think he works with that guy because he was he the writer of it? So I guess I hate how IMDb does their stuff now. He was the writer of Teenage Bonnie and Klepto Clyde. He also did Demolition High with Corey Haim. That movie. We're gonna do that eventually. You know me, Shalon Simmons, was it Corey Haim, Corey Feldman,
It's
and what is it? And who's the other guy? Mario Lopez. Those are the guys
it's
I always.
funny you mention that. I just picked up a Corey Haim movie that we're going to do on Indie Film Cafe.
Oh, sweet
We're
Jesus.
gonna fight each other on that because I don't know. You know.
I think
Hmm.
I'm on the wrong video.
So he also wrote that Blood Money movie, and then he did a bunch of the other ones with this guy. So he likes to work with him. And was it? Yeah, and John Shippard also wrote this. Um, and then the cast, as we announced, well, we said sort of some of them, but we got John Rice Davies, who I think Reese or Rice,
Reese.
John Reese Davies.
It's
Um,
Welsh. He's a Welshman.
yeah, I always love him whenever he's pops up and stuff. He never,
Thin too. This is later in his career when he dropped like 40 pounds or something. He
no,
looked good.
he looked good and he looked happy, like he was. I felt like this was just something he was like, this is easy. I can just do this part. Like he had no problems. Dylan Neal, who I know from Dawson's Creek, but you guys wouldn't know from him.
I've seen
Um,
his face before though.
yeah, he was an Arrow, Mr. Ward, which I know you've been watching the Arrow movies. Do you know him from that? Have you recognized him from
I
that?
don't. I don't.
His character was named, oh God. He was in Smallville too, so he's been in a few of the things. Crap. He's also in a movie I can't wait to do someday called Ice Road Terror. This ice twister kind of thing, I
He
think.
was
So,
funny. He kind of walks through the movie looking like he's supposed to be a male model.
yeah. Arrow, he plays Dr. Anthony Evo in Arrow. So I don't know if you know that name or recognize
No.
him from anything. Um, but he had 10 episodes, so it wasn't a small part. Shalon Simmons, who, as I said, I met at Scares That Care. She was absolutely sweet. And she was sitting next to Lachlan Monroe, who I'm a huge fan of and couldn't stop talking to. And so she would sometimes come in on the conversation if like nobody was at her table. She would come in and start chatting with us. So I was
I
like,
remember her. I just didn't, it didn't really register with me at the time who she was.
yeah, I mean, she was in her most like it's funny because she started in the horror world. She was in
Ice
I believe
Twisters.
no, she was in Ice Twisters. That's where we first whatever. But she was the little girl in It with the
I saw
and
that.
so she was a small part in It. But that's how she got started. Oh, she was in Bink. Oh, I got it. I have that somewhere. I gotta rewatch. Bingo, I used to watch as a kid all the freaking time as a dog movie. So I gotta watch that again. Um,
Bingo.
yeah, it's kind of where I guess where they got the name from. But she was also in John Tucker Must Die, Good Luck
Mm-hmm.
Chuck, um, Malibu Shark Attack, which
Malibu
I
Shark
don't.
Attack.
Did we do that? I feel
Mm-hmm.
like we did that for Shark Attack
We
someday,
did.
maybe. Yeah. Um, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, obviously the LA Complex, like I said. She had a couple episodes on How I Met Your Mother. She's been in a lot of stuff. So she's one of my big crushes. And the fact that she was just super sweet to me makes me happy that that she could have been a total biatch, but she wasn't. Then we got Giancarlo Esposito,
One of my
who
favorite
we
actors.
yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I know. He's mad at Giancarlo now, but it's okay. We'll we'll go past that. He was in obviously Breaking Bad. The Usual Suspects, which I don't remember him being in because I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen that movie in so long, but I'll have to rewatch it at some point. I'm
No
surprised that
idea.
hasn't been on Film Freaks yet. Um, the
And
dude's been
Homicide, Life on the Streets.
Homicide, Life on the Streets. He's been in a ton of stuff. Like, I mean, sadly, he was in The Electric State, which is the Netflix movie that bombed badly. That did terrible even for a Netflix thing. He was a Sidewinder in Captain America: Brave New World. So he's been in a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not even gonna list everything. We all pretty much know his name. Now, the woman, Paul, you were saying earlier, you knew the
The old
woman,
lady.
the old lady
I've
from
seen her
somewhere.
face.
She was in Freddy versus Jason. So when I saw her name pop up, that's where I go, wait, isn't that the
Okay.
lady Paula Shaw? Isn't that the lady from for the that played Jason's mom in the she played Mrs. Voorhees in the Freddy versus Jason.
I knew
Oh,
I'd seen that face
small
before.
part. Did you ever see Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah.
Okay. Surprised. I know you weren't a fan of those kind of like those series.
Well, I was hoping they'd kill each other.
Yeah. No.
It was
Yeah,
a draw.
it was a draw
Boo, draw.
because Freddie winks at the end, which is like
It was all a dream.
they should have done it like Clue, where one person, one person who you didn't know who was going to kill each other, some different versions or something. She was also and so sadly she's no longer with us. She died last year,
Oh,
September
wow.
10th. So rest in peace. But
Wait,
she's
who?
Paula Shaw.
The old lady
Oh.
with the dog.
Oh, okay. That she died on my birthday,
Oh,
September 10th.
that's sad. I'm
And
sorry.
Moody, how can you like this movie? The dog gets chomped.
That I did not like. You know, I was not
But
a fan of that.
you didn't really see it, and I don't like animals getting hurt. But I don't mind it when it's done like this, like if it's this type of thing. I don't like it when some asshole just goes up with like a rifle and shoots an animal,
Right.
for laughs. That I don't like. But
For laughs.
No,
yeah,
but I mean, people do it for laughs. Like
yeah, they
Jesus
like
Christ.
redneck idiots. But having a chupacabra, eat the dog was I
well,
didn't mind it because it just looked like a big mess. It
yeah,
didn't be.
you can tell it was the dog, and on top of it, it's just like the goat scene. I didn't like it at first. I was like, oh man, they're using the goat as bait, right? I mean, it is called it is a goat sucker,
They used Johnny
so
Simmons as bait.
yeah, they used that I didn't like.
Tell
I
me
was
about
not a
it.
fan of that. But the No, it was not. I was not a fan of the dog being killed. But then, and I have a dog right here. You can't hear her or anything because I've got these on. But my sister's dog is staying with us for a couple days. So
What was it called? Jeremy or
what? Oh, the
the
dog,
dog?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah. Weird. It
That's
sounds
a
like
name for people, not dogs.
my dog's the
Crazy old woman.
my sister's dog is named Claire. I mean, that's a person name, you know. Rocky. Is Rocky a name for people?
Dun 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 dun
N-
dun.
I
Not as
mean,
much as Jeffrey.
Obi. Obi. My cat's name is Obi.
Obi's more of a, yeah, I could see that being like a cat name. So,
Yeah, it's more like because it's a fictional character name, kind of thing.
Well, let's just hope
Um.
that Jeffrey doesn't have his own island.
oh,
Oh, Paul went there.
oh,
All right. Um. Then the next person is David Milburn, who I swear to God I thought was Kato Kaelin, the other guy,
Oh, the thief.
the thief. I was
He
like, what
looked
is
like him.
Kato Kaelin doing in this movie?
he does kind
Oh,
of look like him, yeah. But his
Kato
act,
Kaelin would have been like 75 at that point.
No, Kato Kaelin's like Kato Kaelin. Kato
Yeah,
Kaelin's like 75 now, maybe.
yeah.
60 now. At that point, he would have been like 50. So, but he would have looked probably like that. I don't know. He was so this guy, I don't know, David Milburn, he was in Gods and Monsters, Falling for Angels, Now What, and An Accidental Christmas. I don't know how you can have an accidental Christmas, but all
Boy,
right.
there's a lot of these Christmas
maybe
movies.
maybe it's in June.
I'm writing a Christmas movie right now, you know. So, can't tell anything about it yet.
Whoops,
Good
it's
way to
Christmas.
good way to plug yourself, Moody.
Gotta plug it somehow, gotta
Uh,
get that out there.
Hallmark
uh,
Channel, are you listening?
Yeah, Hallmark Channel. Call me. Hey, they're gonna be listening because they're like, oh, a couple of the Hallmark people are already on the show or are on this movie. So let's see what they have to say about this one. And I think that's it. I mean, everybody else are sort of characters that sort of come and go or whatever, like the like the military guys that are called in like halfway through the
The
movie and
guys with the
everything.
bicycle helmets.
Uh, so, John, I forgot to ask, what was your thoughts on this? Because we got Paul's little thing there.
I've wanted to see this actually for a very long time. I've always seen it as like on a collection with like was it Boa versus Cobra or something and
Nice.
like Frankenfish
Ooh,
and so when you said that we were going to do it, I checked Zia Records and they didn't have the collection, but they had it by itself. And so I'm like, you know what? I wanted to see this.
I thought
Oh,
you
Let's
had bought it.
so you bought it? You didn't watch the Tubi version?
no, I watched it off this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
So
that's
no
good
commercials.
to know because I don't. I'm guessing it's the same, right? Except
For
just the
some reason, they
title.
just changed the title. I don't know. They just maybe Chupacabra Terror doesn't mean ocean or boat, but dark seas. You're like, oh, he's on the ocean or something. So, but I thought it was okay. There is a making of featurette that I gave up on. There is audio
You
commentary by the
gave up on it.
director. It was just one of those things where every single person that was interviewed is, my God, this is the greatest movie I've ever made. Oh my God, the
So
Oh
director is
God.
brilliant. Oh my God, the director's such a jerk. Kidding. It was okay, I'm done. I'm done. Click. I'm finished. But it's got your girl right there too.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
I
right there.
have that. It's just over at the studio, I believe.
Yeah, oh,
Um,
there's Paul's bicycle helmet right there.
there you go.
And the
Um,
Chupacabra's right there. I enjoyed this. I thought it was fun. It was never bored. I think I just checked the time once because it was getting late. But I liked it. I have no problem with it being in my collection. So I enjoyed it. I liked it. I thought it was fun.
nice, good. All right. So let's I guess get into this the story because it's a pretty easy story, and
Pretty
everything. And
dumb story.
I'll start it off, and you guys can correct me or add to what I'm saying. But basically, there's this group of I guess military militia guys, that are out to catch. And there's a lot of them. Did you guys like see that? Like there was
Yes,
like
the
12 of
scientist
them.
hired a bunch of guys and he starts screaming at them, "Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up."
Yeah,
He kept
it's what
going,
they do.
bonus, bonus, bonus.
Yeah, because
Like, how
they're
many
about to get a
bonuses are
bonus.
you?
Or maybe it
For,
was
for
bone us.
it's that type of movie. Well, it's stupid is that he goes, we need to get it alive. So everybody knows they need to get it alive. And then he goes, bonus if we get it alive. It's like, I thought that's what we were doing to begin with.
If only this were a 666 movie.
Oh no. Oh no.
Are you talking about the was it
David
the
Duchovny.
No, I thought he did
Or
1313.
1313, that's what I meant.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. I had yeah, yeah, I knew exactly what you were talking
No,
about.
David
because
Duchovny
666.
should do a Chupacabra movie.
Well, I'm surprised he hasn't. Maybe he has and we just don't know it. But
I
go ahead.
my what I like about this is I like when they take things from something and put it into something that they're not supposed to be in.
Right.
So I like that. So it could be, I don't know, Chucky in space or Chupacabra on a ship or Jason in the snow or anything like that. If you take it out of its normal area that we know that thing for and drop it in something else, I'm digging it. So I thought that this was different enough because this one really is, I think it just escapes from somewhere and just kills everybody, in the barrio, and because that's all they could afford to
Are you
do.
saying you like this better than El Chupacabra versus the Alamo with Eric Estrada?
I haven't seen that one. I need to see that. I think this starts my
This this
Chupacabra
this
collection.
this one is better than that, believe it or not.
Well, here's and then
This is not a collection. This is a collection.
here's a funny story about Paul. Paul was wanted to do El Chupacabra versus the Alamo because he saw it in a collection of other movies, and then he was like, meh, it's okay. Then he saw another movie called Blood Predator that was in that collection, and
Oh,
he was like,
blew it away.
that's the one. That's the one we're gonna do. And so we ended up doing Blood Predator instead. But we are still planning eventually to do. Paul's got to do it, I guess, because he's the one who found it.
We
So
we have to do an Eric Estrada film. We just have to. It's contractually
I think we have
obligated.
done one. I know we did. Yes, we did
We
one. We
did.
did with James L. Edwards. We did that one with that David
It's the
Hebner
one where he
guy.
was playing a police captain.
Yeah, he was playing the police captain, and
Yeah,
so whatever the guy came in and he just yelled at him or whatever, and I'm like, all right.
because that's what police captains do.
That's what you see in the movies. I don't know. I don't really know what they do in real life, but you always see them yelling at because it came from like Lethal Weapon, I think,
Hmm.
and whatnot. Those movies where the captain just goes, just starts yelling at everybody, and then Shane Black made fun of it years later on Last Action Hero. So he poked fun at himself, for starting that cheesiness that we see in all the 80s action flicks. However, in this movie, So like the militia goes and they're trying to catch the chupacabra in like I guess the woods somewhere, the
It's
forest,
like a it's
Jungle.
like a jungle.
jungle. Yeah. We see a lot of animals. Like I think there was like a meerkat. It looked like a meerkat to me or something. Some kind of like little
Good
teeny
old
tiny.
stock footage.
Yeah. So they find these creatures or whatever, and they end up tracking down the chupacabra. After trying to shoot at him, and a bunch of people randomly die. He
One
gets
guy breaks his
captured.
leg just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was weird. Like was I the only one who
He,
was like, because I was
This
like,
is weird. It's like
what?
well, how
this
do
guy
you
broke his leg. Oh well, screw him.
Oh, I agree. I completely one, first of all, how did he break it? I could see a
Right?
sprain maybe, like he just stepped the wrong
Too
way off a
expensive to
rock.
show.
Like, how did he
But
even break it? How did he even break it?
yeah, he just fell to the ground like, "Oh no, his leg is broken." Leave him. You're an idiot. You're walking on flat ground and you broke your leg. You deserve to be eaten by the El Chupacabra. So it's just like, yeah, leave the guy. Fuck him. So,
So they do a good thing. So they leave him. They go
I
on do
You
this.
notice though they all brought their guns, even though they don't work against the El Chupacabra, and the guy even told them that they still brought them. Not that it would have done anything.
And then so they capture it finally after like a bunch of people die. They capture it. They take it to onto the cruise ship and everything. Now, here's the funny thing: the captain, of it, right, John Rice Davies, like later is like, "You smuggled a blah blah blah." How do you smuggle something that big? Like
You
that
can't.
thing is like there and it's being transferred and dumped
Yeah,
into the
I guess
thing. There's no
they show him
no,
paying them off,
yeah, that's yeah. He
but
goes,
that
yeah.
doesn't work. That
no
doesn't
because you would
work.
see it. You would see this
Yes.
big thing.
Well, because they do it discreetly and they put it down into the hole and then they move it into
Dude, it's a giant
like a
crane to
corner.
move that. There is no discreet.
There's no
I
discreet.
that didn't bother me. It's like because they got to get it onto the ship, so he's gonna
I
do it.
don't.
He's gonna do it that way.
I
And
always
then
thought it was
If
so
he's got
silly.
money, why doesn't he just hire his own boat? Why does he have to put it on a cruise ship? That's the dumbest fucking
because then they
idea.
wouldn't have a movie.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
it's
point. The script demands it to be
I
doing
mean,
stupid
I mean,
shit.
it's a good thing that they went right to the area where the creature is, and then the scientist goes, I know it's here, I can sense it, and it wipes out a few of his men. They drop the net on it. And then kills one of his own men because he won't let him out from under the net, and then somehow they get him into the box that's got the bars on it, and yeah they smuggle it onto the ship, and then two friggin' idiots decide to open it to see what's
Let's open it
inside.
up.
And for some reason, it's unlocked. Like they didn't lock it and then put it in the
Of
crate.
course not.
They left it unlocked.
Yes, they did.
So regardless, if it didn't happen on the ship, they would have put it where it needs to be. Take the crate off, open the crate, and it would have sprung out.
right. And
Dumbasses.
yeah, I
Once again,
mean,
you deserve what you got.
uh,
It was not thought out, this film. It's not really
no.
about thinking. It's about watching a monster chew up a bunch of people.
Well, I mean, once again, there's the idea if you locked it, there'd be no movie. They'd have to figure out a way to unlock it. Somebody would have to go over to, somebody would have to sabotage it on purpose, and that would be stupid. But somebody would have to go up to
Like the other
uh
stupid things that were stupid.
Giancarlo Esposito's room, say steal his key, go down, unlock the things, and set the thing free.
Well, they could just break the lock.
Hmm.
Or they could just say something like, "Oh, El Chupacabra, I hear that their blood gives you like a raging heart on. I'm going to go get some blood."
What? It does?
That's what I heard.
Wow, I want that. Wow.
Well, anyway, yeah, there's a lot of like plot holes and problems, but like I was trying to tell Paul earlier, like I don't care about any of the plot holes things
It's a
because
popcorn movie.
it's a popcorn sci-fi movie. These are the
And
movies
it's
that
got your
make
girl in it.
it's got my girl, but like it's
That
just
saved it.
that yeah, that really did. But it was just fun. And now if she had gotten eaten in like the beginning of the movie or
Oh
something, I would have
God, I'd have
hated the
turned it
movie.
off.
Yeah, I would have not wanted to
You
watch
wouldn't
it.
have had to watch it
I
though.
don't think I would have because I remember her staying for like at least the whole time. I was a little concerned because I hadn't seen it forever, and my big concern was does she survive when she's attached to the thing? But I was like, I'm pretty sure it's her, her father, and that insurance guy that I'm the only insurance that you're gonna
That was the
need.
best line of the
Yeah.
movie.
I think that's why they set him up as an insurance guy, just to give you that line and
I would think
everything.
so. Yeah.
Um,
I think so.
but anyway, I did love that line. I love that. I mean, it's a cheesy movie. Like it's not meant to be taken. Once you start going, okay, here's a plot hole. Oh, there's another plot hole. You're losing the funness of it. Like it's not. It's the plot holes don't matter. It's just like, is he
Mm.
gonna go and kill all these people? Like, who's he gonna kill? Who's gonna survive? How are they gonna stop him? That's the big, or her. I don't want to just assume the Chupacabra's identity is a
It didn't
male.
have
Oh.
big purple boobs like Suburban Sasquatch.
You,
Come on,
you
that was
think you think you're going to offend a chupacabra?
the Chupacabra community might be
Now we're going to get
offended,
all kinds of letters from angry El Chupacabra folks. Thanks,
or
Moody.
people who identify as Chupacabras.
See that's where they should have had the whole thing of Beauty and the Beast, where like it falls in love with your girl, your guy's girl, and then you know that, well, once again we can't say because it could be a girl falling in love with a girl. So, but maybe it's a guy falling in love with her, and then you kind of go, oh, maybe it's a dude. So
Or
And
maybe it just digs freckles like me.
now
that's
here's
that's a possibility.
here's the thing, like at that they have that like dinner scene where it's all the main characters basically together, all the ones that I've read, and they're all in a table surrounding each other and stuff and talking. And like you could tell, like I guess the insurance guy had a crush on Shalon Simmons from the very beginning.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I
He
don't
has
blame
eyes.
him. And then the what is it? The other guy, Giancarlo Esposito, also had a crush. And it was almost like the insurance guy kept trying to be like very protective, like, don't you talk to this girl, right? And all this stuff. It got kind of weird, like a little bit. I'm like, you literally just
Well,
met this chick.
I
You
think
both.
he was being charming. I don't know that he necessarily had a crush. I think that was his just way of.
Isn't she like supposed to be 15 or something or
No.
16? Yeah,
No,
she
No.
said
she
that she's on like
I
break.
I,
That's
I assumed it was college break.
Yeah.
college break.
She
Yeah.
didn't
Okay,
look
well,
like a
she's still
teenager.
way too young. Those guys could be her freaking dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they could have, and they're
But
both.
with the picture that Paul has, oh, okay.
Well, she was 23 at the time, so she's not like an infant or something.
23 playing 12.
I
Was
don't
she
think she's
born?
meant to be 12, dude.
No, she was what? This came out in what, 2004?
2005.
Was it 2005? I thought it was 2004. 2005, you're right. So 2005, yeah, 23. She's my age. Well, 22 turning 23. She's my age and what I'm actually
Notice the way he
9
says
years
that.
older.
She's my age. As
She
if
really
she's
is.
mine.
Mhm. I no, I mean, I hope she does not hear this ever. She's gonna be like Instagram block.
We're fighting over you, Chalani. Sean, I'm
I
sorry.
see. I get her name right. You don't, so I
I know.
win. You know.
My God,
Um.
Chupacabra versus the Alamo is like $20 just to buy the DVD.
Oh,
What the
I've
hell?
got multiple copies.
Yeah.
I'll send
There's
you
there's
one.
versions of it on like different
It ain't
like
worth it. Trust me.
yeah. You can buy it for like $5 somewhere. I guarantee you.
I'm sure
Um.
it's on Tubi. I haven't
I bet
looked, but
you
I'm
could get it
sure.
at Zia Records. I bet it's there. If you look for it.
Get the
Um.
one with Blood Predator on it. Trust me, you will thank yourself.
Yeah, because you'll like Blood Predator more apparently. I
Blood.
haven't seen El Chupacabra versus Alamo yet. Yet. Um, but
It's
to go
kind
back
of
to
meh. And that's the thing. This movie at least was not meh. It was dumb as a bag of bricks, but it kept going, and there was always something going on, and it wasn't boring.
yeah, it kept your interest
It had a
and
good pace.
it had a good pace. It was entertaining, you know. It didn't feel like there was any filler. in it. There's always, like you said, always something going on. If whether they're calling the National Guard to come take care of everything, or the Navy or whatever it was that they
Coast
called. I
Guard.
think was it Coast Guard? I thought they said
No, I think
Navy.
it was Navy.
I thought they said Navy at
Yeah.
some point, but it should have been Coast Guard, and that
We've
should
got a
be
terrorist. Oh, well, we'll send a couple of guys in a boat. Really? Oh, okay.
Tango. What's Tango mean? Terrorist? I'm like, does it? I
No.
didn't know that. Um, I have told Paul this. I don't know if I've ever told you this, John, but I love movies when they're on the sea. Like I just love those movies. Like I don't know why.
Moody has a
It,
love of semen,
Lots of seamen. When he goes on a boat, he enjoys the seamen on the boat. Upper
especially
deck,
when there's
lower
cryptids
deck,
involved. Cryptid semen.
all right, guys. Anyway,
tall
um,
seamen, short
and in
seamen,
fact, I actually looked up today, like because there's
seamen.
not really many boating things here, but like boat rental in like Lenexa, which is not very far away, and it was like $200 for like a boat, but that's for like a few hours and stuff, and I was like, it's not bad. I guess if you get a couple people together and go boating, you know.
And
Um,
again, that's one of the pluses in the film. There were some good sets. They obviously spent money on an actual real boat,
yep.
and that was kind of cool. It
I
at least is set someplace different, which was kind of nice.
I would say the inside was a real boat, probably off season, but then when you see it on the water, it is very CGI.
Oh yeah, that's bad. The CGI
It
was poor.
yeah, so it's a good thing that it took place at night because it took away
Because
from
you could,
that. But
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
could barely tell at night,
yeah,
but
I'm
yeah,
like
you could.
that looks a little computerized. I don't know
Yeah,
about
some of
that.
the computerized CGI monster bits were kind of bad and stupid too. Like the
I
one
came up on the
time where it's
wall.
right, and there's like no reason. We've seen it walking on its feet normally the entire time. There's absolutely no reason for it to be on the
Well,
wall.
I mean, I was like, is it a lizard? Like, like you see lizards like that. You don't see like what I didn't know chupacabras climbed walls, which I don't think they are
Up here
known for
come the
that.
letter writers again.
You just gotta do something a little different, you know.
Yeah,
Plus, who
uh
knows? Maybe there's different types of chupacabra.
chupacabra. Like I
Yeah,
shouldn't judge a chupacabra by its cover.
Well, like
yeah,
I
man.
said,
You're racist against
the
chupacabras,
the
man. I
big
don't
Apparently
problem
they
I
are.
have with it is the fact that it is fast, super strong, and bulletproof. That means it's the top apex predator on Earth. Okay, that means it can kill anybody at any time, anywhere at once. It should just be walking around out in the normal because nobody can stop it. Just
So,
kill everybody in sight constantly.
so
Might as
like
well.
it was just like keeping it in a high pressurized place and exploding it was like the only thing left to do, you know? Like because like I was like, why
Electricity
Yeah,
should
didn't even work.
I didn't get how it died, really. That I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, no, I'm still
Oh,
kind of
because the ship
confused.
sank for some reason.
Well, it sank because of the explosion,
In the
right?
engine room. That has nothing to do with the hull.
I, but he
Nothing to do with
didn't.
the hull.
But he was already dead when the boat was sinking, though.
Was he?
I'm gonna look this up.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're gonna go Wikipedia it or something?
Yeah.
Ask Lady Chatsworth.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. How did the chupacabra die in
Don't
Chupacabra Terror?
the chip.
Stupidly, it's going to say.
Look it up. I always have to say look it up because otherwise they don't look it up and they just don't know it by offhand. In the 2005 sci-fi creature feature Chupacabra Dark Seas, released on DVD as Chupacabra Terror, the Chupacabra ultimately dies by drowning.
See?
Yeah, the creature is captured and smuggled aboard
No.
a cruise ship, but escapes and kills several people. At the end, after using a lifeboat to escape, the survivors set the ship's engine to explode, and it sinks into the ocean with the beast still on board. As the ship goes down under, the chupacabra drowns and dies along with the vessel.
Although we don't actually see that, so if they really wanted to, you could make a sequel because you could just say it swam to shore, because why not?
I wouldn't do
Nothing
dark.
seems to kill it.
I wouldn't do Dark Seas again. Like I would do. I would have it go on an island or something.
Yeah,
Got
no. I'm
in the hood.
disagreeing. I'm disagreeing with this. It even says it on here. Yeah, Sing's taking the beast with it. No, it didn't. It died before the boat sank.
It only made you think that it did.
I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
ultimately it would because the boat sank, but it didn't. It like blew up or something.
It
The engine blew up. We didn't see that thing blow up.
it was interesting that the captain had said, "Oh, don't worry, the the cruise ship isn't sinking." Right? And then at the end, it sunk.
Yeah.
So yeah, um,
Giancarlo Esposito at one point is like, "This is a very delicate creature," and we're like, "What? What? What?"
I
Very
I
sensitive.
very sensitive, very delicate.
Very
You know,
delicate.
They
and,
do list the guy on here who played the Chupacabra.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Mark,
you
The
got
guy that
like
squeaked.
Mark Viniol or something like that.
good for him.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I hope he has that down on his resume. I was the Chupacabra in Chupacabra Terror, aka Chupacabra Dark Seas. I don't like the Dark Seas. I kept calling it Dark Territory, but that's like the Under Siege too,
That's the Steven Seagal movie, yeah.
Yeah.
They should have just kept Terror. I don't understand why they didn't just keep Terror.
I think I think it's like rights to like
Or Terror of the Sea. That would have worked.
Oh, but you need Chupacabra in there though.
I think it has something to
Yeah.
do.
Chupacabra, Terror of the Sea.
There you
I
go.
think it has something to do, and you're right that it's a better title. I think Chupacabra Cruise is the best title. That's
That would have
my
been great.
because wouldn't you want to see a movie called Chupacabra
The
Cruise?
only problem with that is that I think if you give it that title, you're going to expect more humor, and there was really no humor in this. That's the
Yeah,
only
like I
issue
said, he's
I
on
have in this.
holiday. He's like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a cruise, Chupacabra cruise."
Yeah, that's what
I
you.
would have called it Chupacabra, just Chupacabra on a cruise ship is what I would have called
You
it.
know, like the
Or
Jack Frost 2, it was on a cruise ship. It was a lot funnier. You know,
Chupacabra Blood Cruise. You know,
Okay,
Blood
add blood
Cruise.
into it. Yeah,
I
that's
could
fine.
go with that.
Blood Cruise. Because it is a cruise. It's a cruise ship.
And there's a
They're
all
all
of
on
blood
cruise. There's a lot of blood.
for a
It was
sci-fi
Chicken.
actually,
film.
yeah, like you said earlier, it's a lot of blood for a sci-fi film, and I wanted to touch on that, but like because I'm surprised that this was even on sci-fi. Now they probably edited out blood on sci-fi, and we're getting more of the director's unrated cut more than the even though I'm sure it's rated R, maybe, you know, if it's rated anything, um,
It's rated duh.
it's rated well, it's rated fun, like that's all it is just fun. It's a movie that I think people who are just wanting to watch like a horror film that doesn't really that just enjoys itself, that doesn't
I
take itself too seriously.
I have to say, I, Shalani Simmons really saves this film. I would have been a whole lot more upset if it had been just like a normal human being in this role. But every time she appeared and every time her scenes came on, A, she's glorious to look at, and B, she was just really, really good.
And she
And
was
I really
sweet. She was
dug her
sweet the whole
character.
time.
She
And
brought so much to that little role. It's just amazing.
she was sweet the whole time. She was just this girl uh who had asked her father if she could work, on the cruise for her
I told
birthday
Moody I wish her
or
role had been
whatever.
bigger. I kind of wish she had had the Marshall role almost.
Too young, but she should have done something, other than
I would have just gotten rid of Giancarlo's character or made him a minor thing. I would have made her like the daughter of some Indiana Jones, like a Lara Croft person, and she just happens to be on there on her vacation, and she's the only one that can actually stop this thing because she's dealt with it before.
well, at that time she wasn't a huge star.
Yeah, I
You
know.
have to remember that too. She wasn't. This was something big for her because like after this she did that Monster Island movie that you did not like. And she really didn't break out to like Final Destination, and I think when was that? Was that 2000? That might have been earlier than this.
I think those two movies were pretty much around the same time.
I think Final Destination was
Which
three
one?
was
Three.
three. She was the girl. She was one of the girls who died in the. Okay, that's 2006. So after this, the year after this, she does Final Destination 3. She's one of the girls who gets her who dies in the tanning bed and everything
Is she
and stuff.
naked in that? Is she
Yes,
one of the
she
naked
is.
Yeah,
ones?
she's naked in that.
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay.
She's
Now I got a
also
reason.
she's also naked in Tucker and Dale versus
Yep.
Evil, I
Yep.
believe.
Yep. Yep.
I
Oh, now
believe.
she's
But the
my
thing
favorite
is,
actress.
man,
Good for
Uh,
her.
no, she does good
if
here.
it were me, as soon as she walks on set, I'm like, okay, we've got a new lead. Let's rewrite this story.
Mm, it's not the way it works, you know. Even you know that, Paul. Like you don't go, "Oh, she's great." You go, "She's great for the role." And then when she blows up and becomes famous, you go, "I'm going to write another role for her." You know, because she's already worked with me and hopefully she had a great time because she said so in the behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
Did you talk to her about this film?
No. No. I don't even know if I don't even think this movie was on my
Sounds like
radar.
we better call her up and get her on Spotlight.
I have messaged her on Instagram. She never replies.
Oh,
And I don't know any other means, and I don't want to be like a stalker, you know. So I'm like, I'm a fan. I do want to work with her someday, you know, and stuff. And she has worked. She worked on a David Pryor film, the last David Pryor film ever made, you know, and everything. So
and the one prior to that.
And
no,
prior to that,
no, the only one. There's no other Pryors,
She
you
has
know.
no priors.
You know, no Pryors. But she worked on the Assassins something or other. That was
Oh,
it's
that's right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
I forget the name of that. I was going to get that.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's available because I remember hearing about that. Assassin's Fury is what it
Assassin's
was.
Fury. Yeah.
And unfortunately it had problems because I think uh David Pryor died like
Hmm.
before it got finished and everything. So the
Prior to
produ
its finished.
yeah, and then the producer was working on trying to get a another version um of it done, but I'm looking at it, they've got the poster for it and everything, but they don't have anything else and I mean it I don't think I just don't think it's ever gonna get out. Uh get get out, which sucks, you know. Um that's why, Paul, if I die before one of our projects, you need to finish it, you know,
Oh, you need
get
me
it done.
to be the Scott Shaw to your
Yeah, yeah. You need to finish it and,
yeah.
whatever for
All
me.
right.
I will give you that right in my will.
All right. Sounds good.
Um, but that's the thing is like, uh, the that project and other projects I mean she seems very sweet, you know. I'd love to work. She does indies, you know. She should be more famous than she is,
She
but
should be.
unfortunately that just I mean because there's so many people, you know. We were just talking about Sydney Sweeney and Sabrina Carpenter, you
And
know.
she is just as talented as
Yeah,
those guys.
and then she should be up there with them, but unfortunately I
You
don't
know
know.
how it is. A lot of it has got luck, and sometimes you just don't have luck.
It's just like, and it's also flavor of the week, you know? You just don't know who at one point is going to be like, oh, this is the next person that we want to promote and help out there. And that's kind of sucky because, you know, I think, especially with women, all the women should get more attention, you know, and stuff. But, you know,
Well, I
what
think
can you
she's
do?
like what 42 now or something. So
44. No,
if
43.
she could definitely do that role now.
Well, she could. I mean, she could do almost. I think I like your idea of putting her as a Tomb Raider type thing, you know, or
Oh
something like that.
yeah,
She would do wonderful in that. But it's just a matter of like, you know, I haven't seen much of what she's doing. I think she's got one new project that's in pre-production right now, which usually just means it might get made, you know.
I think she'd be a perfect supernatural assassin. Just saying, just throwing that out
I
there.
can't even find her agent email. Like all I can find is her, um, like was it fan like convention managers and stuff. And I
Well,
don't
maybe
think they
she'll
have.
pop up into one of the next, things we go to. She went to Scares to Care. Maybe she'll be at another con.
Yeah, that's because she has got a convention manager, so I'm sure she's at some. She's Canadian, by the way. So I don't know, but I think she lives in you know L.A. probably. That would be my guess. I hope.
I'm probably missing Tim Hortons.
That's something you'd have to ask her personally. I've never
I
been to
bet.
one, so ever. So I would like to go to one day. My dad told me he didn't like it. Didn't care for it. So I was like, well,
Really?
maybe I will. I
I've
don't
never
know.
heard anyone say that.
Yeah. Well, some people have different taste. I don't know. Have you ever been at Tim Hortons, John Ward?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. That's why I'm just sitting here.
It's I would say it's similar to a Wawa's, but you don't have those out there either. Land of Savages out there in Las Vegas.
That's right.
Well,
Sin
LA
City.
too. LA, like they both don't have Wawa. Like a lot of places don't. That's like an East Coast thing, I
It
think.
is an East Coast thing.
Yeah, because freaking Samantha Marie comes when she came to visit set. I said, "Oh, we're gonna stop at Wawa." She goes, "Wawa what?" And I was like, "Wawa, you never heard of that?" And I'm so not used to people not knowing. And even G. Larry Butler had never heard of it. So, you know.
When you
It-
come out, you'll understand, John
yeah.
Ward.
Oh,
We'll
he's
we'll,
coming out
we'll
in
take you.
October. So
Yeah,
That's
we'll
my
take you.
plan.
we'll when we pick you up from the airport, we'll take you to Wawa.
Yeah,
You'll
assuming
be
my
like
house
it's like
hasn't
every
blown
other.
up by then, because I'm having all of these little problems every other day, it seems.
Yeah, and you got a what is it? I think you're looking for a new roommate and stuff too right now at the moment. So,
Yeah,
we'll
got
see
that.
how things go by then. But if not, we'll put you in a hotel, man, John. Nice little 5-star hotel. Can where you'll have like a little mini bar and you know a
And all the
masseuse.
towels will have Sydney Sweeney's face on it for you.
Well, that'd be nice. That
My
would be very nice.
God.
I would start here with her face and then just slowly move it down.
But the worst part is you just marketed something that I'm not even sure exists.
You
It
can
does
But
buy her,
now.
you could buy her bath water. She sells her bath water.
ew.
That was the first thing that she sold, I think, is that you
Well, I
could
mean,
buy
has
her
she been
bath
in
John
the
Ward has like
bathwater?
15 gallons of it by now.
water.
Was she
He
in the
sips it a little
bathwater?
bit here and
Like,
there.
That's what she said. Yeah, it's supposed to be her bath water.
like
Yeah.
she was in the bathwater and then she just.
That's what I understand. Yeah. I
But
mean,
what?
I mean, she
It's a
ain't
weird
no,
thing.
she ain't no Mila Jovovich because she'll always be my number one. But
Oh,
but I just I like Sydney Sweeney for many reasons, but I just dig that she's pissing everybody off and that she's
I
a
didn't know you were a
businesswoman.
big
So
Mila Jovovich fan, as you are.
he's talked about her.
Yeah, but I didn't know that she was that high up.
oh, she's number one. She's been number one since like Return to Blue Lagoon. So it's and then I got to hang out with her. So yeah.
So, what if she had been in this film? How would you have reacted to that?
Oh, would have been the best movie ever. She has a movie coming out called Protector. I think it's next month.
Nice.
Well, it'd be this month, I think.
Did her husband make it?
I don't think so. No. No, he did that one that was voted as one of the worst movies of last year. Like Into the Shadow Land, I think it's called. And it's all shot
Uh,
with green screens.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's where it's Dave Batista and
It's like a post-apocalyptic movie.
yeah, and you could tell that they just kind of walk into a room and that they're just on a screen, and it's like, uh-oh, it's one of these movies.
Yep.
Well, maybe she's at the point in her career where she can do an El Chupacabra film and not feel weird about it.
That'd be nice. That would be nice, yeah. And she kind of follows the Sydney Sweeney thing too, and your guy's girl that she's a model, so she's been naked. She doesn't seem to have a big problem with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. So to get back to this movie, we
Stay
are.
on target.
Well, I mean, it's funny because we haven't been that far off. I mean, we're still talking sort of close to what we're saying, but you know, um, I don't know. We talked about how we liked the cruise ship, which I did think was pretty cool. That you don't really normally see unless you're Jason takes a cruise ship, aka Jason takes Manhattan, or takes a cruise ship to Manhattan, I guess. There's not really many horror films set on a cruise. There just
Yeah,
haven't been
Death
that
Ship,
many. Death Ship, Ghost Ship,
Ghost
I
Ship.
guess. Yeah, there's a few, I guess, but not as many. You know,
There used to be. It was like the thing in the '70s. There was Ghost Galleon, and there were a few other ones. It's just
there,
they're expensive.
there's Titanic 2 by the Asylum. You
Yeah,
know,
There you go. There you go.
I don't know if that's a horror film or not, but
horrible. But yeah,
uh,
the thing is, you got to spend money on anything off land because, like, insurance goes through the roof when you have to insure crew and equipment and stuff like that. Because the thing is, yeah, no matter how calm the water is, anything can happen once you go out in the water.
I am going to guess that this never left dock. So I think
Probably.
it. I think it was off season. They weren't using it.
Hmm.
The filmmakers could get a good deal at
That's
Sci-Fi Channel.
probably why they could get a good deal because it's probably, you're right, it probably sat there
like the
off
only
season.
scenes that they probably shot like out in the sea were when they were dropping them into the boats and stuff and everything out in the middle of the water. But you could still, I guess you could still fake it and make it look like
I'm
they're
sure they
out in
You
the
did.
just
sea,
shoot on the other end,
right? Something like that. I don't know, maybe.
just on the other side of
Um,
the boat. Yeah.
so there's a couple things like that, but honestly, yeah, I bet most of the time when they're inside and you can't see outside, it's like that.
And they missed their opportunity, man. They could have had Chupacabra Mermaid. Think about it.
Oh wow.
Or Chupacabra meets the mermaids, or
Eats the
versus
mermaids.
eats the mermaids. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see it because I love
Chupacabra surfs up, baby.
I'm
um
for these things.
anything Chupacabra related, I'm down with.
The good thing about Chupacabra is that nobody really knows what the hell it is. So that means you can define it any way you want. Also
it,
because it doesn't exist. So make whatever you want. There's no rules for it.
Right, you can't. It's kind of like Sasquatch, where you can say this is what people say the chupacabra looks like, but really nobody knows because they don't exist.
So
'Cause
are you saying that cryptozoologists are wasting their time on things that don't
Yes, they're
exist?
wasting their time.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I mean, how do you really make a living that way unless you're just like making
So you're
TV
saying like
shows?
Mothman doesn't exist and
Doesn't exist.
The
Jersey
Jersey
Devil
Devil,
doesn't
Does
exist.
not exist.
the Jersey Devil cruise. I'd watch that too.
Sad.
Um, I kind of I like all of those
Now
things,
you
of
could
course.
do that. If I had a cruise ship, I would do that. I would do like every 6 months. I'd do a new theme, different critter. You can have fun with that. People love it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't exist.
Sasquatch cruise,
Yeah,
and Sasquatch and Yeti, you just walk out and start high
Big
fiving
Fin.
people. You know, I mean, I guess, there's probably stranger cruises,
I mean,
out
come
there.
on. They actually have furry cruises, and they
There
sell
you
out.
go.
They sell out.
That's the winner right there. Furry cruises. You know,
Furry Nights. Got it. You got to watch that movie, John Ward. Good movie.
I'm so glad I'm the age that I am. I'm not going to be here much longer. This
Jesus
planet
Christ.
is so disappointing.
John Ward the curmudgeon.
I know, John. Why are you so down on people's enjoyment for their sex with furry creatures?
Because they're freaking weird and they're freaks and deviants and
Yes, and we need more. Who wants to be a normie?
John Ward wants to be a normie, but
Too late.
I don't. I,
One
I like
of
I
us.
like all that
One
stuff.
of us.
I enjoy I enjoy people having their own little quirks and little things. I mean, Paul's a cow guy, whatever he
that's
likes to
kind of a
dress up as
furry.
cows all the time. I mean, I'm sure if he found a woman that loved to dress up like a cow as well, he would be in heaven right there. That would be his type of
He'd
woman.
be in a pastor right
I know.
Milkmaid.
It would be milking each other for all it's worth.
You just got John Ward to cringe.
Because how would Paul milk her? I know how she would milk him, but
Let's
You
just
have
say
to.
there'd be an extra large supply of Utter Balm that I'd have on hand.
This is awful. This is
This
horrible.
conversation just went woo.
See, guys, this is what you miss on Patreon only, man.
This is not Patreon only. This is the real deal, babe.
I know,
Yeah, this is not Patreon only.
but it
I
should
I'll
be.
have I'll have a good one for Patreon only, I hope. I haven't picked it out yet, but anyway, this won't be out till like May or something or yeah, I think May, something like
Totally
that.
forget about it.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, I did
And
review
by
I
that.
then,
have.
we'll have had
June.
Sean Simmons on our show, on our Spotlight show, talking all about El Chupacabra on the seas.
On the Seas.
Yep, and
We
how
could
she was
probably get
saying she should have been the lead in that picture, and the producer was like, "No, we don't really know you yet, even though you're gorgeous, obviously,
Like
and
it'll
you're
be
obviously
June.
talented."
It'll be June that this is out. But anyway, it's a little while away. That's what we do. So, but John's probably like always like, oh, I reviewed that movie. I don't remember.
Chupacabra Bodyguard. Come on, who would not want to watch that?
But the chupacabras don't like listen to what you're. You can't make
Well,
him.
that's what they missed out on this is that they think it's just some like mindless animal, and but it's actually really intelligent. So they're like, well, we need to take the boat over this way, and then all of a sudden it's going in the opposite direction, and it's you see like the paws or the hands of like the chupacabra,
That
like
would have been nice because it was just a mindless animal in this thing, and
yeah, you find
it
out that
wasn't
it's
even
a
an
little
animal. It was just
little more
like killing.
intelligent. Like maybe it could like watch people do things, and it
Me
kind of
kill, me
absorbs
kill
it.
again, me kill again, me kill again, me kill
It,
again, me
it,
kill
it could have
again, me
been
kill
cool,
again.
cool if they gave him like human personality traits and stuff. I would have been okay with that.
Well,
You
again,
know.
same thing. We could make it whatever you want, you
Yeah.
know. So
And
why
this,
not make it a little bit more interesting?
well, in this, they did make it however they wanted. They wanted to make it, kind of boring, I guess. I don't know what the right
Well,
thing
he's
to.
he's fast and he crawls on walls and he eats people and
Yeah,
And
but
he's
like
you know
bulletproof.
he's
bulletproof. Yeah, yeah. They
after
needed
a
the
while, it's like, yeah, like you can't stop this monster. Like, what's really the point? After a
Yeah,
while, you just want to just get off the ship. I
it's the
mean,
Superman syndrome, you
maybe
know.
that's what they should have done is just
how
got
dare you? How dare you?
after they should have
One
just
dimensional.
because they end up blowing it up anyway. Why don't they just get
Superman's my
off the
favorite.
why don't they just get off the boat?
Why
All of
didn't
them.
they just return to port the first moment somebody turns up dead like they're supposed to?
Well, because it's like Jaws. You can't tell everybody. You still got to have them roam around the ship until they get killed.
Yeah, but they're legally required.
Well, so was the mayor sort of, and Jaws. He probably was like legally required to shut down the beach, but he didn't do it because he was like, it's tourist season.
Well, he had that bad hairpiece. I have to cut the mayor a break.
How dare you? How dare you?
Man, I got two of them from John Ward tonight.
Yeah, John's just going after, you
In
know.
in in Jaws, what they did in film is that the mob is running the town, and so they have to keep it open, so he can't close it.
Was that in
It's
the
really
book?
That's the Yui Bowl
it's actually
version.
in part two. It's in Jaws 2. It's the book for
Oh,
Jaws 2.
It's the
Yeah.
Yui Bowl version.
How dare
that
you?
was the
Three. I
third
got
one.
three.
I think Paul's just doing it just to get a rise out of you, John. Today. I don't know. I really enjoyed the
Tom Cruise
movie.
is short.
I enjoyed. Don't even respond to that, John.
Well, wait, but he is short. He's like 5'4".
You know, he's 254 when he's standing on a
Is he
chair.
5'4"?
Oh, yeah, he's 5'4". He's shorter
Then
than
he's an
me, and
inch.
I'm
He's an
5'8".
inch taller than me. So I'm short. I
You're
know
five
this.
three.
Yeah,
Of course, I've never.
you've stood next to me.
I don't think I ever realized.
No, I remember there was this dude, my friend Jason, who's really really tall. Right? He had known me online on Facebook for so long, and then when I met him, he goes, "You're Moody," and I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "I expected you to be taller." And I was like,
Yeah,
gee, thanks. Like, I don't, I mean, I guess in my pictures, maybe I look taller. I don't know.
I mean, you're the
But
same height as Rosie O'Donnell. Oh God, grow. Grow a
Well,
little bit. Don't be the same height as
I
her.
can't help it.
we could have an urban version too, where Snoop Dogg plays him. He could be El Snoopacabra.
Oh, how long did it take you to come up with that one, Paul?
Good 30 seconds,
He's just
Oh,
getting
Lord.
high all the time.
all the time.
Oh,
He's
Lord.
not killing anybody. He's just getting high.
Jude Law Cabra.
Jude Lock.
J-Law Cabra, like
Point is,
Jennifer
you
Lawrence.
could have a lot more fun with this.
You
I think.
could, but I think it was fun enough. I enjoyed it. It wasn't. It was exactly what probably sci-fi told them to do, right? The sci-fi had a model back then of how like things that they wanted, and
Format.
one of the biggest things that they always liked was helicopters, and there was no helicopter in this movie. I'm kind of
Nope.
sad that there's no the Chupacabra wasn't trying to attack the.
No
You know,
helicopters.
He should,
No
if he could move
waterboarding.
that
I was
fast
kind
and
of hoping
go,
there'd be
just
a little
he could have jumped
waterboarding.
and
launch.
yep, he could have
Yeah, just
launched and jumped on it. I mean, that could have been cool, but they
yeah,
did
like
the.
the shark in Jaws 2. Grabbed that helicopter and brought it underwater. Yeah.
I was kind of hoping there'd be a little waterboarding, but there was no motorboating, nothing like that.
I
Well,
mean, I kind of wish there was
I
too,
think
but
all of us would have enjoyed that with her. Yeah.
yeah, but anyway, I guess that's about it. I mean,
So
is there
rude.
anything else that we were?
Such a toxic male. You're
Is,
repressing her, even though she allowed herself to be tied up like that.
oh, she didn't allow herself. It's
Do
kind of
do
forced.
you think when bad guys like him tie girls up like this that are well endowed that they actually care? That they're like, okay, well, I'll get you up here. Oh no, I can't do it there. No, let me get it down here. Okay, good. There you go. Now we didn't get your breasts in there, so now you're okay. I mean, if I was a bad guy, I would just wrap her up however, just like shut up and sit in this
If I were a
chair.
bad guy, I'd have put anybody else but her in that position. Because why would you do that? Why would you
Actually,
deprive the
if
world?
I would have just thrown water on her. So, in that chair and just see what happens.
You know me, I'm a
Hmm.
serial killer for everybody except beautiful women. I can't imagine anybody wanting to
So
harm me.
ugly women, you would
Well,
do.
yes, ugly women
Or
and
men.
prostitutes have no souls. They have absolutely no souls. They're
Men,
dead to the world.
kill all
They're
the
never
men.
going to heaven, so you might as well just kill them and put
All
them in
right,
prison.
we're not clipping this as a part of Jesus Christ, John. Um,
How dare you, sir?
John Ward
How,
just got
how
canceled.
dare you?
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go right into the stinkometer, I think,
Monkeys are
right?
terrible.
There's nothing else, right? Oh God. If
My
you
tongue
Jones
is
is a man.
bleeding. Well, no, that's Michelle Obama.
how about you, Paul? Cows are terrible. We'll move on from that. Does that hurt? And Paul's like, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
Nothing hurts Paul's like, thing. All right, so we're gonna go into the stinkometer score because we've gone on and talked about
What
this
is
for.
that?
Oh wow. Well, thank you for asking. The stinkometer score is a score from 1 to 10 where we rank and rate, the movie. 1 being very, very good, 10 being very, very stinky. Now, when we say stinky, we mean that the movies usually have problems. Usually you can't see them, you can't hear them. The acting is atrocious, the directing is non-existent, that kind of thing.
The movie suddenly stops and people off camera start walking in and they just leave the scene and keep going.
Or or the editing is so bad because the director is the actor and decides to go talk to some random person and films it, you know things like that. That's bad. That's what you don't want to do. That would be a 10. Or you could do a point 0.5, like 5.5 or 6.5. If you can't tell, if you can't quite decide which way you want to go to. Now, John Ward's been on the show plenty of times, but we always do kind of give him a hard time about Alien Beast because,
Ugh, I'll never hear the end of that one.
of course
We,
not.
we
But we
have a
love
better
you.
grasp of the score now, though, don't
That was
we?
early in John Ward's,
Yes.
rankings and stuff. So we let him slide because since then he's ranked all the movies pretty well. for at least for his opinion. And so everybody has their own opinion, has their own rating. So I'm gonna let Paul go first. Paul, what is your rating of this?
So I'm gonna probably end up going with a 7 for this. It's definitely got its stink. It's definitely the writing I think was pretty bad, but it does have a lot of good stuff. I like the sets. I like the music. We didn't really talk about the music. I thought the music was really well done. I thought it was appropriate. I thought the directing was pretty darn good. I thought the pacing of the film was decent. It was not boring. It didn't drag. And of course, the acting for the most part was good, but we all know who I happen to love the best.
Yeah.
It's just this is one of those
The
films
guy with the
where
ascot.
they just obviously didn't care about reality, so it just annoys me. That kind of stuff just irritates the hell to me, that we can't just take 5 minutes to find out, yeah, the boats are not allowed to go out on the water without fucking security cameras, because that's illegal and it's bad for insurance, and they would have just turned around. You know what I mean? It just,
Well, then you'd have no movie.
yeah, well, or you come up with a better, a more thoughtful way of approaching it. But they just didn't care. They just wanted to make a quick movie. I don't know.
All right.
Just it bugs me. I can't help it. But
The,
7. We've definitely got worse films.
the composer was Panka Kanuva. Guessing she's Russian, maybe. Um, but she's been around for a while, and I mean, she's still young looking. Um, she had done The Picture of Dorian Gray, Chupacabra Terror. I mean, she's done how many? She's composed. Um,
It
wow,
felt appropriate.
74 movies.
It felt
So
appropriate for
good
the
for
film.
her. All right. So, John Ward, what would you say?
Can you go before me? I'm curious of what do you say?
Okay. So Paul goes with 7. I go with 4. I enjoyed it a lot. I did not look at all the silly crap. I just enjoyed that stuff. This was a movie that literally I think I've talked about this before, but there's a movie called Beast of Bray Road, and that was the first sci-fi movie to like hook me into the sci-fi stuff because I was just changing channels one day and I saw this werewolf movie and I was like, what is this? Like this is independent, this is not normal stuff for sci-fi channel, right? And this fits in with that. Same year, same stuff.
Have they done Werewolf on a Ship?
They did with the Night Stalker, that show with Gary
Yeah,
Gavin back in
yeah,
the
yeah.
70s. Yeah,
Nice.
I think it was a werewolf on the ship. So
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Sea Wolf.
Seawolf.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I like it. I
If
like the title
somebody on the
already.
ship would go,
Start
Sea
writing this
Wolf,
down
and
there.
everybody around would go, where? And he goes, no, Sea Wolf, where? No, Sea Wolf, where? And that could go on for like 20 minutes.
Oh, you're talking about like werewolf?
Well,
Werewolf.
it would be a werewolf, yeah, on the sea. But the guy
But
would say,
somebody
Sea
say wolf,
Wolf.
and then somebody be like werewolf. I don't know. There could be that sounds like the young Frankenstein type thing. No, I say 4. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, this is something I've seen before. I absolutely love Shalon Simmons, so I picked it for her because we gotta at least have one Shalon Simmons movie a year,
I'm
for
okay with
us.
that.
Paul's like, I'm okay. I mean, you weren't okay with Monster Island, so I'm guessing there is
Monster Island
a
was worse.
yeah. Well, and I enjoyed that a lot too. Probably also gave it a 4, but this one I give a 4 because I really enjoyed it. John, your turn.
I'm going to go 5. I
Oh,
want to
okay. You're
go,
gonna go in the middle.
yeah, because I did enjoy it. I didn't find it boring. Yeah, she's nice to look at. Everybody had a different character, so nobody kind of blended in with each other. I like that it's the one location cruise ship, taking the chupacabra out of its natural habitat, putting it on the boat. I liked. Um, yeah, some of the stuff is absolutely ridiculous, but it's like I thought, yeah, when he mentioned, oh yeah, we don't have cameras, I'm like, that's weird. Why? Okay, and then they sit there and they say, well, we've installed the new cameras. They're going to be working in like 10 minutes, but yet they already have footage of the chupacabra running around.
Hmm.
So that doesn't make any sense.
They have to
But
warm up.
yeah, so I agree a lot with Paul, but I also agree a lot with Jonathan. So
Yeah.
I found it very enjoyable, but it had a ton of flaws. It had a hot girl to look at. Some of the characters were fun. Um, I, oddly, I liked the two Navy guys that were just like on the dock, and they're like in that building, and he's like, "Well, this is just like a
Observation place.
observation." Yeah, and I'm just like, I want to work there.
Yeah.
I want to go do that. They just sit there and do nothing. It's like, okay, I could do that and still
That's
be in
because
the
they don't
Navy.
really exist.
Oh, no.
You
There's
just
things called satellites that do the observing for
you
us.
keep ruining John's night.
I
You
know.
I
know, Paul
know.
telling him all these things that are just sad.
I have a fantasy that 20 minutes into the shooting of this film, the directors and producers just gave up and said, why don't we just why don't we just do the scene where Shalon Simmons is doing the aerobic stuff? And we'll just do 20, let's do 2 hours of that.
An entire day.
Of
Yes.
Tybo, just watching Tybo.
No,
Yes.
but Paul's not ruining my day. Moody has ruined my entire existence.
Are you
So,
going to complain about the Sharon Stone incident?
yep,
Oh
yep.
my
The
goodness.
what?
Ever since I saw The Muse, the Albert Brooks movie, and Sharon Stone is in it, she drops a robe and she's
Oh,
completely
that's right.
naked
It's not
and
her.
hops into the bed. And I've been telling people you need to see The Muse because Sharon Stone looks absolutely amazing naked in it. And then Moody goes, "Oh, that's a body double."
That's what I heard. I mean, I didn't know that you had told everybody that. You never told me that. So how was I
Man, what a
supposed to know?
balloon popper.
I know.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. Now I can never look at that film the same way. Or
Why
I need to
not?
find out who that body double is.
Yeah. That would be my idea. Just
I
go
mean,
find
I
out.
mean, Sharon Stone is a woman who will show her vagina on camera, but she won't show her butt and boobs. Okay,
Are
come
you
on.
sure that's a her real vagina? That could be
Yeah,
a
but I don't think she did
body.
that willingly. I think,
Oh, she totally did it willingly. She's an absolute liar. You have to set up lights. You got to rehearse it. You got to set up the camera. It's
mm,
in the script. It's in the script. She's totally lying about that. Totally lying. There's a lot of work in to get that shot perfectly. So yeah,
Okay, I was trying to find how
I don't know,
many.
man. Newman's in that scene, so I buy anything with Newman.
there you go.
Um, all right, so I'm trying to find another 16 that we have. This is a total of 16. The only other 16 that we have that we've done for these things and got a rating of total rating of 16 was East Side, Paul,
Oh,
that Mario Lopez movie.
sweet 16, huh?
Yeah. So apparently 16 is not, I've seen a few 16.5s, but not a 16. That's the only other one. And I'm like, that's crazy. So there you go. 16 total, which
Mario Lopez is
on the stinkometer.
16. He's
Yeah.
beautiful and he's Moody's.
I know. See, I pick Mario Lopez movies. I pick Shalon Simmons movies. I'm not surprised. You know, I pick Corey Haim, but we're gonna fight over whatever that Corey Haim film is, or whatever.
I'm gonna surprise you. You're not gonna know it until I
Well,
slip it in there.
you gotta let me know because I wanted to make sure that each year there's only one of them, and now you might throw it off and make two Corey Haim movies
You
in a
should
year.
watch the two Coreys, the TV show that they had. It's very
Ew.
sad.
No, I remember Jackie Hall told me she never even knew who Corey was at that time when she first met him. She got to meet him at a convention and stuff. He like bummed a cigarette from her, and they were outside talking, and she was like just chatting with him, like, are you in show business? He's
It's like
like,
not for much
yeah,
longer.
hey,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
it's
kind
true.
of that's sad.
Oh
Um,
no, if there's a whole episode of them shooting The Lost Boys, the sequel.
yeah,
It is so sad that he can't get his lines, he can't do anything.
Oh yeah,
And
towards the end, it was really bad. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
he
it was.
gained like 80 pounds or
yeah.
something.
He's just
Warren Feldman didn't want to tell him about the movie because he was pushing it for like a couple years that he really wanted to do it, and Feldman's like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that movie,"
I mean,
even though
not that
they like,
Corey Feldman has gone on to make this incredibly huge, great career either. It's just,
he's kind of people have kind of gone off the thing on him because he's
Yeah,
just
he's
been.
easily dunkable.
He's now saying that Haim even touched him. Like, what
Yeah,
dude hasn't touched you?
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
great. Say that about a dead guy who can't defend
Corey
himself.
Haim's.
I don't believe that.
Well, he
I
said that.
no.
He said that about another dead guy too. And there's been a few people like, and whatever. I'm not getting into that. That's not my problem. It's not my business. I don't care. Like, if you, what's your past is your past. You gotta deal with that shit yourself, dude. I'm not, I don't need to know information about that. What I don't
Me
like is,
too. The
yeah,
Corey versions.
what I don't like is him going around saying that stuff about Corey because like his mom, Corey's mom's still alive and sister and shit, and they're like hearing these negative things about, like
And
leave
he's
it
dead.
alone.
He can't refute it.
Yeah, you can't argue it, and everything. So don't. I hate when people bring up stuff after somebody's dead. Like, get the balls and fucking say it when they're alive, or just don't say it at all. I mean, that's how I view it. And if you can't say it because you know whatever, you don't think you'll ever work in this town again, then that's your, prerogative. But you can't, shouldn't do it after they're dead because now you're just being mean. Like you're just putting all this negative energy out there. So anyway, that has nothing to do with Chupacabra Terror, which has none of that negative energy. It's really good. And I swear, I mean, see it on Tubi. It's fun. Even with commercials, it goes like that. I'm guessing, Paul, that your commercials came back.
Nope.
So you didn't see it with you saw it with no commercials too?
No commercials.
Good for you. I'm
I
still
don't know
upset that,
what it is. No idea.
but hey, just keep doing that. You know, um, lucky duck. Um, and then if I had seen it on my if I had my was it my DVD, I would have watched it on at here, but on that, but watched it on
I've got the
Tubi.
I've got the DVD now.
Um, yeah. So well,
I'm
he's
going to
coming to you.
freeze frame it on Chelani Simmons, and I'm going to sit there and count every single freckle that I see.
You're still saying your name wrong, but all
I
right.
know.
I think you. I almost feel like you're doing that on purpose now, just because, like, it bugs me.
If I can get three "How dare you" from John Ward, I know I can annoy you.
Oh, you're gonna annoy me. I won't say how dare you though, because that's not my
You'll be
line.
counting the freckles on this side, and this side will be the tissue paper and the hand lotion.
All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed
Mm.
this, and now, hey, we gave you some movies to watch. I don't think you ever seen. Have you ever seen Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Who's he asking?
You,
You.
Me?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it twice. Yeah,
Uh,
it's great. It's a great
so how,
movie.
you asked, well, oh, she gets naked in these movies. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I had no idea she was in it. I don't know. I mean, if somebody
Okay.
got naked in it, I have no idea it's her. I just
Yeah. Okay.
I only
It
know
was
her
a
from
body
this.
double.
Maybe. I when I'd be, I wouldn't be upset. It's, somebody's titties,
I had no idea who she was. I mean, I thought that she was cute in Chupacabra Terror, but I didn't know that you guys were this much into her. So I have no idea. So now I'll have to look out for her.
Oh, I didn't even realize Paul was that into her because until I got the message from Paul, you didn't tell me Shalon Simmons was in this one. And I was like, I mean, I didn't know. Like, I had to tell you these things. I
Well,
think I
now
said
you
I was going
know.
to keep it as a surprise, but really I didn't. I was just, I didn't know, that. Now I know if we put another Shalon Simmons movie on, which will probably be from me, Paul will be happy just because we watched Ice Twisters, we've seen Monster Island, so we've seen a few of her movies
We
already.
haven't done Tucker and Evil versus
Tucker and Dale
Tucker
versus
and Dale versus
Evil.
Evil. That would be a good Patreon only movie.
Maybe. I did it for horror film lovers already, with Michael McGlynn. But I think that was
We
Michael's pick.
we should do it with Jen because Jen loves it.
Just Jen?
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know she liked that movie.
she loves it. It's one of her favorites.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to do it eventually with her for sure. Um, anyway, thank you, John, for coming on this show and everything. And like I said, I picked
Sure.
you because you had talked about this
And it's
somewhere
the
or another.
real John Ward. It's not a body double.
It's not. It is not. But when I take a shower tonight, it will be my body double. Yeah.
Oh, your body double goes in the shower?
Yeah, I'll start to take the shirt off and then it will cut to like a different angle and that will be my body double, like fully taking the shirt off and, getting into the shower and
Will
stuff.
you get on a box like Tom Cruise?
It only matters if he's in the box.
What's in the box?
Tom Cruise.
What's in the box?
Tom Cruise.
His pretty head.
No, not Tommy. Not my Tommy.
That's yeah, oh my God, that would be you. Yeah, you'd be Brad Pitt crying, you know. Uh so anyway, I hope everybody checks this out on Tubi. It's fun. It's not very serious. If you take it seriously, that's your problem. But like I took it as like this is fun, you know. Um
Turn your brain on duh and watch Chalon Simmons and you'll be fine.
yeah. And if you're a girl and you don't like Shalon Simmons, I guess Dylan, you said he was like a model. You
Yeah,
know, you felt like he was a
he
model
got
guy.
model hair going on in the
Yeah,
movie.
so maybe, girls will like him. I don't know. Dylan Neal.
I'm sure they
I
would.
I enjoyed I thought he was great in Dawson's Creek. He got the his character was gay, came out gay at the end. He was a gay sheriff, so or whatever, deputy or something like that.
That's a
So
TV show right there. Gay Sheriff.
that could be a show. Yeah. I I can see it on Peacock.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. But until then, everybody, bye.
Bye.